As you may already know, my name's Clare Baker and I'm a former clutterholic and borderline hoarder. I successfully cleared all my clutter over 20 years ago without the need for an expensive home visit. And I've been helping people around the world do exactly the same ever since, so that they too can know what it's like to live a clutter-free life forever. With over 20 years of experience of working with clutterholics and hoarders, I know that there are some common characteristics that we all share that help explain why we struggle with our clutter. So I'd like to explain one of them to you now. I'm going to explain low self-esteem. Now, according to mind.org.uk, self-esteem is defined as how we value and perceive ourselves. It relates to how we feel about ourselves and can be positively or negatively affected at any point in our lives. For example, if we're bullied, constantly criticized, abused, lose a job, have a relationship problem, have a mental or physical health condition, have financial problems, poor self-image, this can all contribute to low self-esteem. It's not a coincidence that low self-esteem has many of the same potential triggers as the trauma element of our clutter cake. It may be one specific trigger or a combination of several. In relation to our clutter, our self-esteem determines our ability to believe that we can clear our clutter, believe that we deserve a clutter-free home and life, be willing to start our clutter-clearing journey before we have 100% belief, make decisions confidently, focus on the positives more than the negatives, get through the bad days, tough weeks that we all have when we're clearing our clutter, treat ourselves with kindness and compassion, learn from our inevitable mistakes and keep going, and practice self-care through rewards. Low self-esteem can sabotage your clutter-clearing success. It's like a gremlin that's constantly talking in your head and points out all your little faults and failures to put you off and make you give up again. Did you know low self-esteem is both a symptom and a cause of perfectionism, which a lot of people who struggle with clutter have? When you struggle with low self-esteem, the change is scary. It's no coincidence that the majority of those of us who struggle with clutter have low self-esteem. And if you feel a little defensive about me saying that, and your reaction is to think, how dare you say that? Or no, not me, that may be a sign that you have low self-esteem. Now, there are 5 ways that we can deal with low self-esteem on our clutter clearing journey. So first, we have rewards to acknowledge the positive progress that we're making towards our clutter-free goal. We give ourselves small rewards every time we do some doing towards our clutter-free goal, and bigger rewards when we achieve significant successes. Second, we capture our successes and gratitudes in our success gratitude journals to recognize our small, large, and significant achievements. Third, we break our big 7-step journey down into 7 smaller, bite-sized, manageable steps. Fourth, if you're a group or private journey member, you have the support of me and others to help you focus on the positives and feel heard and understood. Fifth, we have our weekly and end-of-term goals, which are small, manageable, bite-sized goals to focus on. So how do you know if you struggle with low self-esteem? Well, I'm going to share with you 10 signs that suggest that you may be struggling with low self-esteem. To just count how many of the following 10 signs you can say yes to, and I'll give you a clutter clearing example to help you see how it relates to your clutter. Okay, so first, I say negative things and I'm often critical about myself. In terms of clutter clearing, we might say, I didn't do enough this week. I should be able to clear my clutter without help. I joke about myself in a negative way. We might say, clearly I'm useless at making decisions about the things in my clutter. I focus on my negatives and ignore or dismiss my achievements. So we might say, I didn't finish my clutter clearing session today, even though I did something which is better than nothing. I blame myself when things go wrong. We might say, I shoulda, coulda, woulda done X, Y, Z with the things in my clutter. I think other people are better than me, and I often compare myself to them. We might say, well, so-and-so who's on their journey is doing it much faster than me. They're clearly better at doing this clutter clearing than I am. I don't think I deserve to have fun. We might say, I don't deserve a reward until I've cleared all my clutter. I struggle to accept compliments. We might say, I know I've cleared rooms and areas, but look how much more there is still to clear. I often expect people to disapprove of or criticize what I do or how I do it. We might say, you're probably going to tell me I'm doing this all wrong, but I often feel sad, depressed, anxious, ashamed, angry, or worthless. We might say, I can't deal with my clutter right now. I'm just going to have to accept this is how I live. I always feel I didn't or I haven't done enough. We might say, I didn't achieve my unrealistic goal or deadline for clearing my clutter. I'm a failure. If you have low self-esteem and you want to clear your clutter, click on the link with this video and let's get started with your 7-step journey.